Recently on my community page, I asked, what are your biggest Flee the Facility hot takes? And today in this video, I'll be reacting to some of those hot takes. Our first hot take we're going to look at is from Mini Snack, and we have, they should add special rounds where a wheel is spun and it could say, for example, 4 beasts and 1 survivor, or a beast can crawl into vents, or a beast can be in third person mode. Okay, with this take, special rounds would actually be a great idea with like a wheel spun. I know some games do things like that, and I think that would be really interesting to add. I think it'd have to be like every like 10 rounds or every like 5 rounds, something like that, a special round, or just add a different server for it, or just vote if you want a special round too. I feel like that could kind of be a way they implement that. But 4 beasts and 1 survivor? What? That's impossible. Let's say that the survivor somehow hacks all the computers, which would be insane. Considering 4 beasts, you could each just camp at a computer, and that would be pretty challenging. But let's say you do get that off. 4 beasts, there's 2 exits. 1 beast could go to each exit, and then the other 2 can just look for the survivor. You could never escape. Like, you could never escape that if the beasts like do that, of course. So I'm gonna say hard disagree on that. Beasts can crawl into vents. I'm gonna go slight disagree. Beasts have been able to go through vents before, like on Homestead, and it's not very fun. I can tell you, it is not fun with beasts going into vents. But for like a special round, like maybe, but I'm not a huge fan of that. And then beasts can be in third person mode. I think that would be pretty interesting for a special round. I like that idea. I would think something that would be cool to add to the wheel would be like the beast using runner. Each time they use runner, the speed increases, but like it starts off like super slow, like runner does nothing, and then the more times you use it, the faster it gets. So like the goal of the survivors would be to like escape fast, or the beast is going to be like insanely fast, which would be really funny. Or like maybe something with like Stalker, like the beast using Stalker just disappears, like they go invisible or something. Stuff like that would be pretty funny for like a special round, or just like give the survivors a dash ability, so the survivors get an ability themselves, like they can dash. What if like for a special round there's no tubes, and what the beast has to do is continuously knock down players, and the if you get knocked down like 5 times, you're eliminated. So instead of capturing each player, you just continuously knock them down. But then again, you could just sit over one person and wait for them to get up and then knock them down again, and that would like count. But that'd be pretty annoying. But you could just fix that by once somebody gets knocked down, they get like teleported, or if they once they get back up, they can't be hit for a certain amount of time. Next take we got from QQ Minty, Mr. Windy should actually bring updates out on time. And then we also have from Emma Wears Raincoats, hot take, Mr. Windy needs a new calendar since he has a prehistoric one. I thought that take was pretty funny. With this take, I do agree. If Mr. Windy can bring the updates out earlier, he should. Obviously, updates, I don't know a whole lot about them, but I know they definitely take a while. And it does suck that they come out pretty late, I guess. Like getting Halloween in November. But for me, as long as we get the update, I'm fine with it. But I will say, if Mr. Windy can bring the updates out earlier, he should. Next take from Tama Roblox YT. The school map is honestly great. I actually agree with this. I agree with this take. I think the school map is good, but the thing is, my only thing is, I don't like to be beast on that map. If I'm survivor, I don't mind being on school. However, if I'm beast, I don't like it. But I do think school is a good map overall. Next take from Trey 660. We got library is one of the top 3 best maps. Yeah, that's definitely a hot take. That's definitely a hot take. And I'm going to have to strongly disagree with that take. Library top 3? Heck no! I would argue arcade is better. I would argue the new abandoned prison map is better than library. Top 3 maps? Absolutely not. Library, I just totally disagree with that. Next hot take from YT Star, we got the dev team is always so slow with the updates. I get that it takes time, I truly respect the effort, but by the time it releases, my hype for it dies, especially if the bundles look mid. Okay, with this take, I think the dev team does a great job with the updates, and if the updates are delayed, they always communicate that, and it is frustrating when they do get delayed, but also at the end of the day, I could be wrong, but I think Mr. Windy has to implement all the changes himself. So even if the dev team gets the update done, Mr. Windy has to put it in. But correct me if I'm wrong about that in the comments. And so again, I think as long as we get the update, I'm fine. But I will agree with my hype does die down. I agree with that. Getting Halloween in November, Halloween's already passed, and so the update doesn't hit the same. You know what I'm saying? Next hot take from Lay on a Star 5500. We got Homestead is so overrated and I'm so tired of it. People should vote newer maps and stop being so nitpicky about them. Ooh, okay. Homestead being overrated? Ooh, I don't know. Homestead is a really good map. It's really well rounded. I don't know. Like sometimes I am tired of playing on Homestead. Yeah, I really don't know about this. Like I could see the argument for it being overrated because people do usually vote it if it's there. But also, it is a really good map. I could go either way. It is a really good map though. Like it is top 3. It's got to be top 3. But I do agree with people should vote newer maps because if you're only getting like Facility and Homestead, yeah, I would get tired of them too, which I do. I do get tired of Facility and Homestead sometimes. So I understand this. I understand this, but also it is a really good map. Like it really is. Next hot take from Arthur Harris, we got I hate Stalker mode. Okay, I usually don't like to use Stalker mode. I wouldn't say I hate Stalker mode, but I don't like using it a lot of the time unless it's like maybe a new map or Homestead. Just like use it, try it out. It's good on Homestead, but like I'm not gonna really use Stalker on Facility really that much. I would say like Stalker perk's just fine. It's good that we got it added. It's good that it's there. But I would not say I hate Stalker mode. I would not say that. Next take coming in from Sleep Token, we got camping really isn't a big deal, and I really couldn't care less about people camping. Okay, with this take, I will say camping, it isn't even the same anymore. People don't even know what camping is. You will be accused of camping for literally just winning in the game. You could capture everyone and they will just call you a camper. Did you camp? No. Did you win? Yes. And so because you won, that equals you were camping. Or you can literally just hear somebody walking and you can go get them and then you're camping. Or there's just so many different things. Like there's lingering, which is also different from camping. That's kind of like patrolling around the area. But I guess that is called camping too. But like if we're talking hardcore camping, I'm talking like they're captured in blue and you're chilling in blue too. That is really annoying. There's not really much you can do because if you save, you're going to get hit or they're just going to get hit again. Usually, unless they're like really bad or you get really lucky. Or if we're in Facility and you're captured in like the up top area, up the stairs, and they're just sitting at the stairs, yeah, it's going to be pretty hard to save. Obviously, you can, but it comes to a point where if the beast is like usually good enough, they can just continuously capture once you save or you get hit after you save. It is challenging if we're talking like the hardcore camping. But overall, it depends. It really depends. Because you can definitely work around camping. But also, if you have a team that's not going to save, then you're just screwed and it is annoying. Because if the beast is just going to sit there and your teammates are like, nah, we're not going to go for it, then yeah, camping is really annoying. But again, camping, I guess, is also a strategy to win. It's just annoying if you're the one that's captured, I guess. I don't know. Overall, like, hardcore camping, probably shouldn't do it because it's annoying. But again, you can work around it as well. So, like, with this take, not a big deal. I can agree with that, but it depends on the situation, I guess. Next take coming in from Hadley Jesus Saves. He says, they need to add Backrooms back. Yeah. No, they don't. They do not. I'm going to go with the strongest disagree possible. They do not need to add Backrooms back. For Halloween, it was fun that there was a quest, but that quest was very challenging to do because Backrooms sucks. That took me so many attempts, and I do not like Backrooms. I do not like that map. That's my least favorite map. I don't think a map will ever be worse than Backrooms. Personally, that's just my opinion. But I'm going to go with a hard no, they don't need to add that back. Next hot take, we have changing your settings to make the game brighter is cheating from Nutella Cakes. Okay, now my question is making your game brighter against the rules of Flee the Facility? If it's not, then it's not cheating. If it is against the rules, then it is cheating. That's how I'll put it. Because I'm pretty sure that most everyone can do this. I'm not sure if mobile can. But overall, like I've never done it because I've always just played the game as it was like meant to be played. And that's what I think people should do. But I also understand like some of the maps are really dark and annoying. So I can see wanting to make them brighter. But I kind of just think you should just play it as it was intended to be played. But also, I don't think it's cheating unless it is against the rules of Flee the Facility, which I'm not entirely sure on. So let me know in the comments if that is cheating. But yeah, let's move on. All right, our next take from Sabby Baldrina. We have Nuclear Power Plant and Arctic Station are low-key the best maps? I'm gonna have to disagree with this one. Although I will say, I think Arctic Station is criminally underrated. I actually don't mind that map, and I sometimes have really fun games on Arctic Station. I think it's underrated. Nuclear Power Plant, I haven't played enough on the new one to really say, but I don't think it's one of the best maps. Next hot take from Raven Who Won. The new beast modes suck and it ruined the game. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hard disagree with this one because you can just use runner and it's not that bad, and ruining the game, I would say this is like benefiting the game because there's more variety now. I don't think it ruined the game. Like sure, like going against Seer can be annoying with like the eye always popping up and everything, but I wouldn't say it ruined the game. No, I think the perks are really fun to use and switch up each round. I think it's a good thing. Next take from Travon F760. Airport is the greatest map in the entire game. I'm gonna have to strongly agree with this. I think Airport is the best map. It is my personal favorite. I love playing on Airport. For me, it is the best map. I love it. It's great. I don't know what else to say. I love Airport. Next take from Dr. Trolling. Stop changing OG maps and make good new ones. Ooh, okay. I kind of disagree with this statement because some of the changes to the OG maps I kind of like. I like that they're adding things to the OG maps to give more variety and change it up. Like, I think it's cool that in Airport you can open a secret room by pressing on a bunch of walkie-talkies. Like, obviously you're not going to do that, but like that's a cool change. It's not making anything worse. And also, I do think it was a good change that they added a door on the airplane. I think that door adding there is really fun and interesting and can be used in a lot of different ways. I don't know, I'm just a fan of the game evolving and changing, and if that means changing OG maps, like I'm not gonna be super upset if they do, I guess. Next hot take from Kitty Bell. The Seer perk is not overpowered. With Seer, I don't think it's too overpowered because the survivor can see when they use Seer, and the survivor can also prevent it by going in a locker. And even when the beast does know where you are, the beast has to actually see you to get the speed boost. So I don't think it's overpowered. Really, I really don't think it's that overpowered, and I usually go for runner over Seer usually. Like I don't think Seer's that good, to be honest, but I do need to play with Seer more to understand it more. Next take from Hamburger. Arcade is the worst map. Yeah, I'm gonna have to strongly disagree with that take. Arcade is not the worst map. Obviously Backrooms is worse than that. I really like Arcade, actually. I think Arcade's pretty good. I strongly disagree with this take. Definitely not the worst map. Alright, that's gonna do it for all the hot takes I will be reacting to today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure to comment down below if you agree or disagree with some of these takes or what your own opinion is. But thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.